Welcome to the 2008 Ashland County Junior Fair Coronation. Let me move this microphone over here because I thought it might be a little... See if that helped. Thank you very much, all of you, for taking the time to be here this afternoon. And of course, I think it's probably worth acknowledging once again that you've joined us, not only on the first day of the 2008 Ashland County Fair, but also on Bill Fulmer Day. So make sure if you see Bill out and about that you congratulate him and thank you for all of his years of service. More than half a century he spent serving the county residents through the county fair. So make sure you say thank you. Now, I believe all our contestants are ready. Is everything okay, Joyce? Very good. Then we'll begin by introducing our contestants. First of all, let me give you some background. On August 24th, 14 girls and 4 boys interviewed to be part of the 2008 Junior Fair Court. Everyone you see here today will be part of this year's Fair Court, but today's contest, of course, is to select the Junior Fair King, the Junior Fair Queen, and the first runner-up. So, are the contestants ready, Kathy? All right, then I'll begin by introducing the Queen candidates. First of all, Kalina Armstrong. Kalina Armstrong. Kalina is 17 years old and she lives here in Ashland. She is the daughter of Lon and Debbie Armstrong and is a senior at Ashland High School. She is a member of the Stockmasters 4-H Club, the Ashland FFA, the Junior Fair Board. At the fair, Kalina will be showing her 2 baby beef steers. She's also involved in track, National Honor Society, and serves as a tutor at Taft Elementary. She also participates in post-secondary program at Ashland University. Kalina's hobbies include reading and scrapbooking. And Kalina, welcome to the 2008 County Fair. Now, Kalina, you mentioned here that you are participating in the post-secondary program at Ashland University, and that means, of course, she's taking classes at the university. Now, what are you studying at the university?
Right now I'm just taking basic classes to get them out of the way before I go to Findlay for pre-vet school. Very
good. It's a good idea. It saves money.
It does.
Very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we welcome once again Kalina. Our next contestant, Megan Ashby. Megan is 17 and she's from Loudonville. Megan is the daughter of Jack and Crystal Ashby and is a senior at Loudonville High School. She also is enrolled at North Central State College through the post-secondary option. She's a member of the Loudonville Boys and Girls 4-H Club and the Loudonville FFA. This year she will be showing her horse and 2 market lambs at the fair. Now at school, Megan is the senior class president and the FFA class president. She also participates in the Loudonville Livestock Club and enjoys horseback riding and hanging out with friends. So we're glad you've chosen to participate in this year's contest.
Thank you.
And now listen, it was mentioned to me that maybe I should talk about your leadership. Since you serve in a number of leadership capacities at your school, do you have any special programs planned as the senior class president?
None as of right now, but we're working on a senior float and a senior endowment fund.
Oh, very good, very good. For what it's worth, our current state senator served as, George Voinovich served as his senior class president. And at his senior farewell assembly, he told all of the other seniors one day he would host them at the governor's mansion. Sure enough, the year before he went to Washington, after serving as mayor of Cleveland and governor of Ohio, he invited all of his classmates to the mansion. So I'll be waiting for my invitation. Okay. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Megan Ashby. All right, this is getting rough on these ladies out there because they're standing in the sunshine. Erin Ebert of Jeromesville. Erin is 18 years old and she's the daughter of Kirk and Teresa Ebert. She's a senior at Hillsdale High School. She is a member of the Country Pork Rooters 4-H Club and the Hillsdale FFA. Now at this year's fair, she'll be showing market hogs, corn, and soybeans. And at school, she participates in softball, basketball, volleyball, student council, and the National Honor Society. She also enjoys camping and hanging out with friends, family, and scrapbooking. So it sounds like you're a busy girl at Hillsdale.
Yes, I am.
And how do you balance all of those different activities? Is it tough?
Yep, it is, but over the years, because I've been so busy in everything since I was little, I've developed very good time management skills, which has got me far.
Excellent, very good. And what do they say? If you need something done, find a busy person.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that happens often. Well, we thank you for participating in this year's Queen Contest. Let's give her a hand. Mrs. Ebert. Our next contestant, Carla Neer. Carla of West Salem. Carla, I'm sorry you had to park so far away. When I came up Claremont, Carla was walking up the street and her parking spot wasn't next to the gate, I can assure you. So Carla, we're thankful that you're here this morning. Carla, again, is 17 years old and she's from West Salem. Carla is the daughter of Ron and Theda Neer. Did I pronounce your name right? Ron and Theda Neer. I guess it would have been more appropriate to say Mr. and Mrs. Neer. And attends Northwestern High School. She's a member of the Red Hall Country 4-H'ers. And let me turn the page here. Kathy Hackett of the 4-H program and the Extension Office is the one that prepares my notes. So Kathy, thank you very much for putting these together. Now, to continue, not only are you a member of those Red Hall Country 4-H'ers, but she's also a member of the Northwestern FFA. She will be showing the market lamb and baby steer, or baby beef steer, here at this year's fair. And at school, Carla's also busy, but she has the opportunity to serve as the senior co-editor of the yearbook. She's also a varsity cheerleader. Her interests include working on her family farm, sewing, hanging out with friends and family. So Carla, if you're involved in a leadership capacity with the yearbook, are you thinking of going into journalism?
No, not right now. I'm thinking about going into the cosmetology field.
Oh, okay.
And pursuing my interests there.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we give her a big round of applause? Thank you for coming. Thank you for participating. All right, and our final contestant for the 2008 Ashland County Fair Queen is Megan Timmons. Megan is 17 and she's from Loudonville. She is also the daughter of Terry and Sue Timmons. She's a senior at Loudonville High School. She's a member of the Loudonville Boys and Girls in the Loudonville, the Loudonville Boys and Girls and the Loudonville High Risers 4-H clubs. She also is a member of the Loudonville FFA, and she has the opportunity this year to serve as the secretary of the Junior Fair Board. She'll be showing a saddle horse, dairy heifers, and a dairy market steer at this year's fair. And she participates in the Loudonville Perrysville Christian Teens at School and served as 4-H camp program director this year. Her interests include barrel racing, showing dairy cows, singing, and baking. So we're glad to have you participate this year. Now, barrel racing, how long have you been barrel racing?
I've actually been barrel racing for a couple years, about the past 4.
And are you a highly decorated barrel racer with medals and wins?
I've won a few times, but you know, it's just a fun thing I like to do. It's not real competitive. I just like to get out there with my horse and have a lot of fun. Very
good. Well, thank you for participating this year. Let's give her a hand. All right, now it's time to move on to our contestants for King. We're going to begin with Jacob Carpenter. Jacob is 18 years old and he is from Ashland. He is the son of Jerry and Karen Carpenter and is a 2008 graduate of Ashland High School. He plans to attend OSU ATI in Worcester this fall, and he is a member of the Paradise Hill Guys and Gals 4-H Club, also the Ashland FFA. Jacob will be showing a market steer and a market hog at this year's fair. And you've also served as a 4-H camp counselor. And his hobbies include hunting, fishing, and draft horses. So Jacob, we're glad to have you participate this year.
Matt.
Jacob, now you're in a unique situation because you've already graduated from high school, planning to go to ATI. And what do you plan to study at OSU ATI?
I'm taking beef production and beef management.
Very good. And do you plan to bring those skills back to Ashland County, or?
Not enough room here. I'll probably have to move a little away from Ashland County.
All right. Well, we'll miss you. All right. Let's give Jacob Carpenter a hand. All right. It's Matt Carver, 17 years old and from Ashland. Matt is the son of Bob and Jeannie Carver. He is also a senior at the Ashland County West Holmes Career Center studying power equipment. He is a member of the Ashland FFA, and he will at this year's fair be exhibiting a market steer and a market lamb. His interests include working on trucks, hunting, fishing, ATV riding, and working with his various fair projects. So we're glad to have you as well, Matt.
Thank you.
And Matt, it says here that you're a hunter. So how do you feel about a vice presidential candidate that's a big moose hunter?
Moose hunting's something I've always wanted to do, so
Is it?
why not?
Very good, very good. Well, I hope one day you get to tackle one of those moose, maybe in Alaska.
I hope so too.
All right, well, we're glad to have you, Matt.
Thank
Very
you.
much so. Let's give him a hand. You know, we really do have a great panel this year because if you listen to these biographies, the contestants are spread all across the county from north to south. Our next contestant is Jerry Menzel, 18 of Nova, Ohio. Jerry is the son of Gerald and Teresa Menzel, and he is a senior at Mapleton High School. He's a member of the New Horizons 4-H Club, the Mapleton FFA, and the Junior Fair Board. Now at this year's fair, you will be showing a market rabbit, chicken, ducks, broilers, and even peacocks. His hobbies include hunting, fishing, and working on his many 4-H projects. So you've got a peacock, huh?
Yeah, I got a peacock. It's a female, though.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Female's not as pretty.
Oh, all right. Well, that's all right. That's all right. Do you remember all the peacocks that used to be at Kingwood Center in Mansfield? Everyone would go see the peacocks there. Well, I'll be looking it up when I get back there, all right? So we're glad to have you participate this year, Jerry.
Thank you.
Let's give Jerry a hand. All right, our next contestant, Jeff Stimmel. Jeff is 16. He is from Ashland, and he is the son of Pat and Sue Stimmel. He is also a junior at Hillsdale High School. He is a member of the Fur Feather 4-H Club, Fur Feather and Fun 4-H Club, and the Hillsdale FFA. This year, Jeff will show a market steer, market hogs, and also crops at this year's fair. He's involved in the Spanish Club, cross country, serves as a 4-H camp counselor. His hobbies include singing, baking, working with computers, and camping. So you have a lot of interest, a lot of different interests.
Yep.
Now I'm curious, if you enjoy baking, do you have a specialty?
Oh, well, the baking, my thing is I like to bake, but I'm really bad at it.
Okay, all right.
My family down there can tell you, I think I made cookies a while ago, and they were nice enough to eat it. I thank you all, but they were basically burnt, and there wasn't really much to them at all.
All right, so it sounds like he's not the one to ask for his best recipe.
Or singing either.
All right.
It says singing. I like to sing, but I'm a terrible singer. I sound like a dying cow. I'll be the first one to tell you. So.
All right. Well, it's a wonderful thing if you can find joy in those things you can't do well. So thank you very much for participating. Mr. Stimmel. All right, and let me see here. I believe that's all. Now we have two special guests to introduce to you, and that is our reigning Ashland County Fair Junior King and Queen. First of all, we have Addie Runkle, the daughter of Dale and Kitty Runkle. Welcome back to this fair.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, and now what are your plans this year?
This year I will be attending The Ohio State University in Columbus, and I will be majoring in nursing.
Oh, excellent. Very good. And do you have any special activities planned for this week at the fair?
I'm showing a market hog, so that'll be my big thing, and it'll be really nice to just relax.
I bet. You guys stay busy, so whoever's crowned, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Well, thank you for joining us once again. Let's give her a hand. It's our 2007 Junior Fair Queen. All right, and now finally, the 2007 Junior Fair King, Mitch Rooks. Mitch is the son of Bob and Julie Rooks. He's also the president, the current president of our Junior Fair Board here in Ashland County. So thank you for coming back and being with us. Now, I'll ask you the same question we ask Addie. Do you have any plans right now? Things that are changing?
Yeah, I guess next week I will be attending Ohio State in ATI in Worcester.
Okay.
Majoring in dairy and crop science.
Oh, so. Very good, very good. Very good. Well, we appreciate that you're staying involved here with the Fair Board presidency. Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a hand. They've both represented us very well, very well. All right, Kathy, are the judges ready? They look ready. They're sitting up here in the front row. Actually, why don't I take a moment right now before we get started and introduce them to you. First of all, we have Sandra Ramey. She's a retired family and consumer science educator from the West Holmes Schools. Would you like to stand? This is Sandra Ramey. We also have Janet Emery. Janet is a retired family and consumer sciences educator from South Central Schools. So we've got them from all over. So this is Janet Emery. And finally, Jared Opatz. You've probably read his work in the Times-Gazette. Jared is the special projects editor at the Ashland Times-Gazette. So Jared Opatz, we want to thank you for participating. And now, we've hid the fishbowl questions. And I believe what we will do here is we will have each of the Queen candidates come forward first. I'll call your name. You can come forward and select your question. And Mitch, you're going to read it to them. All right? And I guess you'll make I'm sorry it's so far away, but if you'll make your way to the microphone. So let's see here. Are you ready, Mitch? All right, the reigning king comes forward. And our first contestant that will be drawing a question is Kalina Armstrong. So, Kalina.
If someone asked you why they should attend the Ashland County Fair, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that it's a good family fair and there's lots of animals and lots of rides and there's just a lot of activities that are good for family. There's not really a lot of bad things that happen. Like, I don't ever hear any kids like cussing and everything, so it's good to bring your little kids to it because it's just an all-around fun family fair.
Very good, very good. Kalina Armstrong. That's exactly what Terry and the rest of the crew tried to achieve, a family fair. So that's a very good observation. Our next contestant's Megan Ashby. Megan, if you'll draw your question.
What is your definition of success? What do you think it means to be successful?
My definition for successful is accomplishing your own personal goals to the best of your ability, to doing the best you can to have a fun and successful time with.
Very good, very good. Megan Ashby. Aaron Ebert.
What is one challenge facing today's teenagers, and what do you think could be done about it?
One challenge that I think that a lot of teenagers face is peer pressure. And I think by having the younger students get more involved in activities throughout the school, like having them participate in FFA and getting involved in the fair, we can take them away from the peer pressure and them giving in to doing wrong things that could affect their life later on.
Very good, very good, very good. You can certainly see that we have quality contestants. You know, I don't know if you've read the studies or not, but doctors say that the average person's anxiety levels increase at the same rate and height when they're getting up to give a public speech as they do when they're waiting for that shot from their doctor. Now, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but these people aren't even shaking. They don't look a bit nervous, and they're answering so clearly. That is outstanding. So any one of you will represent us very well. Carla, are you ready for your shot? That's right.
What things have you gained from your youth organization, such as 4-H, FFA, Boy Scouts, that have helped shape the person that you are?
The things, just a second. Sorry, the things that I have gained from the organizations that I am involved in is good leadership skills, good personality skills. My good leadership skills is being a cheerleader. You have to be able to get the crowd pumped up and lead your team, basically. And my good leadership skills is I'm able to strike up a conversation with anybody, and I'm comfortable around people I do not know.
Very good, Carla. Carla, I sympathize with that cough because what I didn't tell you earlier, when I passed you on Claremont, the reason why I noticed you is because all the dust cloud that was forming around you when the cars raced by. So she's worked hard to get here today. Megan Timmons. Megan Timmons.
What has been your most memorable experience at the fair and why?
My most memorable experience at the fair, I think, would have to be the years that I've been on Junior Fair Board, because it's been such a great experience getting out there and meeting new people. And as being a Fair Board member, you're out there to help people with Junior Fair. And I got the chance to do that, and it was so wonderful meeting so many new people, and it was awesome getting to help them and helping the fair run smoothly.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Well, those are our Queen contestants for 2008. Kathy, do you want the questions put back in the bowl, or are there enough for everyone? Okay, enough for everyone. All right, then we will call forward our current Queen, Addie, and Addie's going to help us ask the questions of these gentlemen. And we'll begin with Jared Carpenter. So, Jared, would you like to draw a question? I'm sorry. I guess it's Jacob.
Jacob, if you could write a book about yourself, what would you call it and why?
Can I choose a different one? Thank you, Kathy. I would say I have to call my book My Life is a Mess. My room's messy. I get in trouble. But I admit it. It'd be a very interesting book with all I've done, so I get around a lot, do different things.
All right, Jacob. Jacob, I was expecting you to get up there and say, Jacob Carpenter, Memoir of an American Legend. But instead he chose what? The guidebook for cleaning up your life. We have Matt Carver. Matt, do you want to choose a question? Well, you may not want to, but you should anyway.
Matt, if someone asked you what makes the Ashland County Fair stand out from other fairs, what would you say to them?
I would have to say that Ashland County Fairs, in my opinion, is a lot cleaner than most fairs. We do a good job of keeping the place clean, and it's just more enjoyable than, everybody knows everybody, and we get along, and just, it's enjoyable.
Excellent. Very good, Matt. That was a good answer, because I don't know if you were here earlier, but that's what our fair manager said. The two goals were clean and comfort. That's what we were trying to create, so we've been successful. Now we have Jerry Mensel.
Jerry, if you could meet anyone in the world, who would it be and why?
Oh, man. Gave me a doozy. I'm gonna have to say I'd like to meet George Strait, just because he's a good role model. He's how do you say it? Having a brain fart here. Oh man, everybody likes him. He's a nice guy and seemed like a cool guy to meet.
Very good. I have to tell you, though, that might be the first time I've ever heard that word at the Junior Fair King and Queen contest. That's right. All right, but George, Mr. Strait, he is a good role model. He's someone that's achieved a high level of success and wealth and fame and still seems to be well-grounded. So, our final contestant. You won't recognize him from his recipe, but Jeff Stimmel.
Jeff, in your eyes, what does the Ashland County Junior Fair Court represent?
In my eyes, the Ashland County Junior Fair Court represents the county itself. If the people up here that you see do bad things, and other people come in from other fairs around and see that, they're going to think of Ashland County as a whole as a bad county. But I know that, and I have faith in this group, that we're going to behave and we're going to be able to do our best so other people who come in from other counties will see that Ashland County is the best county in America.
Very good. Very good. Jeff Stimmel. All right. Thank you, Addie, for helping us out with the questions, and thank you, contestants. Now, judges, we're going to give you just a few seconds here to do your deliberations, and I believe they've had time to review some of the information and familiarize themselves earlier. So while they are doing so, we want to thank several donors. We want to thank Bueller's Fresh Foods, Pat Funk in the flower shop. She has provided the flowers for the reigning king and queen. We also want to thank Emerald Awards for supplying this year's Queen's Tiara that we'll be presenting here shortly. The sashes that you'll see today were made and monogrammed by Martha Ling, the Certified Master Clothing Educator and member of the 4-H FCS Advisory Committee. We also have a gift for our queen and her court that has been donated by Bolin Jewelers. So it may be a good one. We also have gifts for our king and his court from Fin Feather Fur Outfitters. So we appreciate their generosity. That's right. And we also have a $100 savings bond for the king and queen that are crowned today, and they were donated by Farmers and Savings Bank. So we certainly appreciate their generosity. Once again, I was asked if I would share the process with you. Each of these contestants fill out an application. They turn them into the extension office by August 8th. Each one requires also to have 2 letters of recommendation from an advisor, whether it be a 4-H advisor or an FFA advisor or coach, maybe even a teacher, band director, or other adult youth leader. On August 24th, and this is why the judges already have some idea of these contestants today, on August 24th, a 10-minute interview was held with each of the people you see up here on stage with me, and the top finalists selected are the ones that are behind me. We also have a first runner-up that will be named today, both on the king side and the queen side, and everyone else will be on the court. And if you're curious about how they determine who wins, scoring is based on activities. Their activities, whether they be school, community, or junior fair, that's 50% of the score. We also have poise and personality, and we've seen all of those on stage today. 30% of the score is poise and personality. And personal appearance, which is 20% of the score. The contest is open to all 2008 Ashland County Junior Fair exhibitors. The youth need to be 16 to 18 years of age as of January 1st of 2008, or they can be a junior in high school for the 2008-2009 school year. They also need to be a member of one of the Junior Fair Youth programs. All right. Now, traditionally, we usually introduce all of our visiting royalty. Is there anyone in the audience? Kathy didn't believe anyone showed up today, but a lot of times we'll have kings and queens from surrounding county fairs. I'm not sure that we do today, so let me ask. Judges? Kathy, they're still conspiring. All right. Deliberating, I guess, is the word, not conspiring. It's a fine line. Now, well, I'll tell you what. Kathy said that if you two would like to come up, is there anything else you'd like to share with the group or the contestants before we find out who's the winner? This is putting you on the spot. I told her I would try to harass you only once, but I guess if these judges are not back, we better take a look. Listen, Addie's negotiating right now. Her part's going to be to talk about school. So, Addie, they're both going to talk about school. They're both going to Ohio State. Didn't work out so well yesterday, did it? No. It will next time. Why don't you both come forward?
I am going to main campus, so I move in next Sunday, and we're both really excited about that. We were talking about before the contest how everyone else, all of our friends, have already gone to school that were in our class, so we've just kind of been hanging out. So Ohio State starts later, but
yeah. Well, Addie pretty much summed it up. I don't know. She was talking about her roommate and how she doesn't know her, and she was hoping that they would get along and they could both deal with all the girl drama that girls have. But ATI, there's quite a few of us that are going up there that I know from Hillsdale and Loudonville, so we should all get along and fit in.
I have something else. This is kind of a funny story. We were supposed to go to the Steelers and Browns games today. My family was, because my brother and my dad are Browns fans, and my mom and I are Steelers fans. And it's my brother's birthday, so that was going to be his birthday present, but we couldn't go because I had to crown the next queen. So happy birthday, Kib, if you're in here.
I think that
Are they done?
Very good.
You know, now listening to you guys, I'm beginning to think that we're seeing the birth of a new reality show. The life of the Junior Fair King and Queen. You guys did very well, very well. And they look great, don't they? Young professionals. And the judges are back, right? All right, they've made their decision. Once again, we thank all of you for attending this year's contest. We thank the contestants for going through the process. Everyone looks great. You did a great job speaking. And now, let's see. First of all, we're going to start with the King contestants, and we're going to crown the 2008 Ashland County Fair Junior King. Now, we'll begin by telling... Court. Okay, we're going to start with the court. This year, serving on the 2008 court would be Jerry Menzel. So Jerry's going to be a part of the court. Jerry. Congratulations, Jerry. Jerry is our third runner-up. Okay. I've just been informed that we don't have a third runner-up. They're just simply a part of the court. So we appreciate your help, Jerry. We also have serving on this year's court, Jeff Stimmel. Jeff. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Now, our first runner-up is Matt Carver. Congratulations, Matt. All right, and you know what that means. The 2008 County Junior Fair King, Jacob Carpenter. This is going to make a great chapter in that book, Jacob. Congratulations. Are you ready? All right, this year we're going to have 3 members of the Queen's Court. First of all, Carla Neer. Carla. Congratulations, Carla. Next on the court, we'll have Megan Ashby. Joining them will be Megan Timmons on the court. Right. Our first runner-up for the 2008 Ashland County Junior Fair Queen is Kalina Armstrong. All right, and the 2008 Ashland County Junior Fair Queen, Erin Ebert. All right, Aaron and Jacob, do you mind coming forward? We're going to have you stand right here because we have to present you to the people of Ashland County. So ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2008 Junior Fair King and Queen, Jacob Carpenter and Aaron Ebert. Congratulations. Congratulations. They'll do a wonderful job representing us. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to this year's contest, and thank you for supporting our royalty. Thank you.